Hi, nephew. You know, sometimes you just need dessert. And you don't have the extra money to be running over to melt or crumble, because those cookies and those brownies are expensive. This is what you do. Go to the Dollar Tree. I love the Dollar Tree. You have to search their stuff. They have name brands, but you can make your own cupcakes. Today we're going to make traditional Pillsbury strawberry cupcakes. And we're going to either put cream cheese frosting on it, or let's see if I can get it closer so you can see. Cream cheese frosting or chocolate fudge frosting. Now, this box of cake mix at the Dollar Tree will make you, I think it's 6 big cupcakes. Might be 12, but we're gonna see what we can squeeze out, okay? So, only thing you're going to need, and I'm sure Auntie has this in her kitchen, you're gonna need some vegetable oil, 1 cup of water, your frosting, 3 eggs, and your cake mix. Now, if you went to the Dollar Tree, this was $1.25. These are $1.25 each. And your eggs you had left over from your breakfast sandwiches. Because remember, you only used 6. You had 6 left. Here's 3. Going to use 3 of those. So we're going to whip all of this up. So all you got to do is add your oil to your batter. That's 1/2 cup. 1 cup of water. You're going to add that to your batter. And we're going to crack our eggs. 1. Oh, let me hit that one more time. 2. 3. Whoops, I made a mistake, but that's okay. It got in there and I didn't get any shells in, so that's a good thing. And we'll just set this to the side. Try to go a little slower than your auntie did. Now get your spatula so you can mix it up. I always use the spatula. And you whip it really good. Now, when you whip it, you want to make sure that it's smooth, okay, before you put it into your brownie pan. So just whip it with your spatula. Take your time. These look good. They smell good already. So these are going to be good. And you want to make sure all of your powder, all of your batter is incorporated. So all of your cake mix, you want to make sure you even get the bottom. See how there's some left in the bottom? Make sure you use that. Now, if you have a hand mixer, you can use that. I just use a regular spatula. And you're going to whip it and mix it, because I know you probably haven't done this before. So you're going to whip it and mix it. You want to make sure all the big pieces, see those lumps in there? Mash them out with your spatula. Take your time. Only takes an extra couple minutes. Now, while you're waiting for this, while you're mixing, you want to give your hand a rest. Let's start our oven off. We got to turn the oven on. On the box, all the instructions, it says 350 degrees. So set your oven for 350. Press your bake, just like we did with our other stuff. And we're going to set it for 350. And hit start. Now, while your oven is preheating, we're going to keep mixing this and get it ready, okay? It should only take a couple minutes. You don't want to have too many lumps, so mash as many of them out as you can. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you want to get the most of them out that you can. So you want to have some dessert rather, for about $2.50, maybe $3 altogether if you got to get some oil, okay? And the rest of the stuff you should have in your pantry. Now, we're going to do a video on how to have a small pantry, okay? That's for another day, so that you have things that you can use all the time, okay? So what you do, make sure you get as many of the lumps out as you possibly can while your oven is preheating. Scrape the bottom of your bowl, okay? Yeah, this smells like strawberries. Now, you know what you could do? if you wanted to add something to your strawberry or your cupcakes, because they have plain too, you can add stuff. So you can add chocolate chips to that. A handful or two should do it if you got that. You can get chocolate chips at the Dollar Tree too. You can also add walnuts or some almonds. There's lots of things. If you like to add a couple things in your cupcakes, you can add them. This is the time that you would add them. I personally like mine plain. So I'm just going to do a strawberry cupcake, and we're going to put all of these in the pan. Now, our oven's still heating up. I use a scoop. I have a bakery scoop that I use to scoop my stuff out with. It helps with the measurements, getting it in the cupcake pan. You can use a big spoon. That'll work too. So come on over here and watch me put them in the pan. See, I got my pan all ready. There you go. Now you can see me. All right, so what we're gonna do is go ahead and fill our cupcake pans, okay? It's really easy. You can do it with a scoop like this, or you can do it with a big spoon. You take one big scoop of batter and get it right over the cupcake liner in your cupcake pan and fill it up. Now, when I do it, I like to make sure I put half in for each one because I want to make sure I have enough, okay, for each cupcake. I think this is going to work out good. I think we're going to end up having 12 cupcakes, which will be good because you could take one for lunch and leave one at home for when you get home in the evening if you want something after dinner. Now remember, so far, with all the things that you have, and you can borrow some of the baking things from Auntie, you've saved a lot of money. And you know how much cupcakes cost at Crumble and at Melt? Child, please. Cupcakes and cookies at Crumble and Melt. One cupcake, one cupcake costs almost $4 and $5. You're going to have 12 of them for that amount of money. So you fill up each one of your cups. I think I'm going to have just enough. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're almost done. And these cupcake liners and cupcake pans, let me tell you, you can get these for little or nothing. Okay, don't go to the fancy grocery store and get it because you don't have that extra money right now. So we got one more, and I think I got enough here. Always scrape your bowl. Scrape your bowl and get all that goodness out of there. That's a cupcake right there. Look at that. That is a cupcake right there. Okay, look at that. I'm going to use this and use the rest to top off the ones that you didn't have enough in there. Okay? We're going to scrape that good. Scrape your bowl good. That's some good cupcake goodness. You don't want to waste that. Get it right there in the cupcake thing. You don't want to waste that good cupcake goodness. That's an extra cupcake. Look at that. See? That was an extra cupcake. Okay, we're going to put this part in this one. This one could use a little more. Oh, that first one could use a little more, and I think we got just enough. Oops, I made a mess. I think we got just enough for this one. We're going to put that in there. Okay? We're still waiting for the oven to beep, so we'll be ready to go. Okay? Scrape your spatula. Make sure you get everything you got in there. I'm making a mess, but that's all right. Scrape your spatula. Don't waste no cupcake batter. You want to make sure you got enough. Ah, there goes the oven. The oven has beeped. We are good to go. So now that we've got all of our cupcake batter cups and all the batter in the cups. Okay. Oh my goodness, I done made a mess. Hang on, let me get a paper towel. Look at this. You're going to have 12 cupcakes for the price of one of those fancy cupcakes. And if you added some chocolate chips or something to it, they'll be fancy too. Make sure your cupcake cups are open and they didn't fold in. Okay, now they look like they're going to be small, but what's going to happen is once we put them in the oven and they bake for about 25 minutes, they're going to puff up. So here we go. We're putting these in the oven. I don't know if you can see me putting them in. but I'm going to put them in on the center rack at the top. Let's move this back so you can see. Okay, see them in the oven? They're on the center rack at the top. Close your oven door. Grab your box, and it will tell you on the box how long you're supposed to leave it. 10 to 15 minutes. Got it? 10 to 15 minutes. Put a timer on your phone. Don't leave the kitchen. 10 to 15 minutes. Timer on your phone. Okay, now while we're waiting for these to bake, I'll be back and I'll show you what they're going to look like when they're done.